Hi everyone and welcome to a new Civilization 5 Vox Populi game. So, this time we are going to play a slightly different setup on Archipelago map and we'll be playing as Denmark. And Denmark is actually a pretty good civ in Vox Populi. They have a really strong unique building, the Rune Stone. So I'm quite looking forward to playing them. And as usual, they also have the Berserker, and they get extra movement for embarked units, as you can see here. So, we'll be playing on Archipelago map, on standard map size, same difficulty as before, because that was pretty good balance. In Vox Populi, this is basically roughly equivalent of deity. So, that works nicely. Alright, so let's get started. I also turned on random personalities, because why not?
Glory be yours, Harold.
And we are playing with strategic balance for resources.
And to protect the
So, let's have a look. Ooh, we got some copper. That's nice. And also tobacco. Copper has a really nice monopoly bonus. Plus 10% production in all owned cities. So hopefully we'll be able to get that. I think we'll settle on spot. It's not the most amazing start ever, but actually, this is a river, isn't it? Yes, it is, actually. Okay. Let's settle on spot. And we'll work a growth tile for now. Not the most amazing growth tile of all times, but it will have to do. Now, I don't really want a Pathfinder because we are playing on Archipelago, and we don't know how big this island is going to be. Which means it could potentially be a waste. We'll get a warrior because we'll probably have to deal with barbarians. And we'll start research from animal husbandry. We got the first ruin already. And we got some culture. 18 culture, alright. We also got some amber up here. Okay then, and first city-state. That's a cultured city-state. Looks like that's the end of this island to the north. Let's check south and west. We need at least a few good locations for cities. Hopefully we'll get some. This looks reasonable. That will be a canal. Okay. Not enough gold to buy a new tile just yet. Hopefully we'll get some. I want that tobacco for the gold. And we'll need a worker ASAP to get some improvements. We don't have any tiles with good yields. Okay, we got an upgrade to a scout. This will be a decent location. We got a luxury, we got atoll, which has pretty good yields. Hopefully there will be a good location to the south as well. As for our policy, I think we'll go for tradition, because I highly doubt there will be enough space to expand to justify going progress. Going authority is kind of pointless when we don't know if we even have a neighbor. So tradition seems like the most reasonable choice here. That's what we'll go for. And let's explore to the south now. Hopefully we'll have some kind of neighbor, because I'd like to have a trading partner other than the city-state. We'll find out. Now, I am playing with strategic balance, so we are guaranteed to have some horses and iron. Should be useful for yields. Oh, great, that's basically the end of this island. Alright then, so that probably means we'll have to rush fishing and sailing. Not too happy about that. But I guess we don't have much of a choice. At least we have one more location for a city. We can always conquer the city-state if we want to. But we'll see about that. I'll probably keep them as a trading partner. We'll grab a worker. At least we don't have to worry about barbarians too much. That shouldn't be a problem. And we got some horses, and we also have a cow. Very nice. We'll work these two tiles right away. And the third guy... 1 turn until border growth. That will be helpful. So, trapping is next. And then we'll need fishing. There's no way around it, we need fishing ASAP. Alright, let's try to keep all these tiles revealed. To prevent barbarians from spawning. We got some more copper over there. That looks like it might be a one-tile island. But I suppose we'll find out. Also, the border expanded. Let's have a look. Yeah, we'll work the production. We need production. 7 turns to finish the worker, and then we'll get monument and shrine. There's no huge rush to get a settler, and we'll need pottery for the settler anyway. We'll do something like this. It's not like anyone is going to steal that city location. Hopefully we'll have another island nearby. We need some space to expand to. We'll find out. Also, it seems unlikely we'll get the amber. The city-state will almost certainly get it. Which is fine, I suppose. It will be pretty easy to get allied with Kaisel and stay allied. So I'm not too worried about that. But we need to find some AIs, and soon. Hopefully we won't have to cross ocean to fight them, because that would be really bad. 2 more turns. The fact we have copper is going to help quite a lot, because that will give us decent production. And production is going to be so important here. There's the worker. Let's get started on improvements. And we'll get the monument. To get some more culture. And there's trapping. Didn't really reveal anything overly useful. We got 1 bison over here. That will improve our second city a little bit. So, pottery next, and then fishing. And then we'll just work on trade and sailing. We are going to need mining, though. To improve our copper. Right, let's get mining then. We need that production. Hopefully this won't delay fishing too much. First Pantheon is founded. And another Pantheon. Alright then. 4 population. So you will stay here, I suppose. We could buy the copper to speed everything up. Or we can just wait 8 turns. Yeah, let's not spend too much gold just yet. Because we'll need it. For other things. How many more turns? A few more. Okay, almost every single tile is revealed. If any barbarians spawn, they are going to spawn close to the city-state. And maybe attack the city-state. That's the general idea. There's the monument. And we can grab another policy. So, if we want a Pantheon, we should go for sovereignty first. If we want to maximize our production, we should go for justice. Let's try to get a Pantheon, we'll go for sovereignty. And we'll work that slot right away. That's also some extra culture, which will speed up policy unlocks. Alright, sounds reasonable. Maybe move 1 guy. Like this, 1 more food. Stonehenge, alright then. Good to know. 1 more turn to finish mining, so let's just set up on the copper right away. There's mining. And next up, I'm thinking pottery and then fishing. We need to start that second city ASAP. This will be a pretty decent city, actually. Yeah, it's not too bad. Could have been worse. Technically, We could also start a city right here. It wouldn't be a very good one, but it's a possibility. I don't think I'm going to do that. But the problem is that some AI might land a settler on our island and start a really crappy city on one of these desert tiles in some future. That's a possibility. We'll see what's to the east. I need to verify whether this is a one-tile island or not. It looks like a one-tile island, but I'd rather make sure. So, there's the shrine. Hopefully we'll get some Pantheon soon. In 9 turns. And next up, we can grab an archer. That will take 6 turns, and in 6 turns we'll be able to start a settler. That's perfect timing right there. Come on, hurry up with that copper, thanks. It's done. Okay, let's change our assignments a little bit. You will go here. Yep, looks good, and the city will still grow in 8 turns. What's next? Probably the horses. Sounds good. And another Pantheon founded. Hopefully there will still be something decent available when we get ours. There's the archer, in case we'll need some defenses. And now we can get a settler. 7 turns. I don't think we can speed it up any. Can we? Yes, 6 turns, alright. We'll miss out on some faith and culture, but we'll get the settler 1 turn earlier. So I like that. Alright, next. 15 turns to get fishing. And then we'll need sailing. That will take a little bit longer. Hopefully not as long with our second city. But we'll see about that. We really need to find a trading partner. Hopefully there will be someone not overly aggressive. Right, Pantheon, what do we want? What's actually available? Let's have a look. Anything obvious in here? Hard to say. I'm just looking. Let's go through these one by one. So, Spirit of the Desert would be useless here. Goddess of Wisdom, no, not really. Camps, we don't really have camps. Plantations, no. Jungle Forest, no, not really. Lakes and Marshes, no. Goddess of Protection. Well, there's no risk of early aggression, so Goddess of Protection would be kind of useless. Goddess of Nature, also useless. Goddess of Fertility, that's a possibility. Goddess of Beauty, no, not really. There's God King. Tundra, no, we don't have any. Atolls. Right, fishing boats and atolls. We do have one atoll over here. And that's pretty much it. So I don't know about that. We might have some fishing boats. Well, this one is out of range. Our second city will get this one. I don't think that's worth it. Doesn't seem to be worth it, honestly. Okay. These are all bad choices. Plus 20% border growth. Maybe I'll get that one. And gain 15 faith and food every time a city expands in its borders. I think I might go for that one. Plus 1 faith and production from quarries and stoneworks. Plus 1 culture and gold from monuments. We will have what? A grand total of 2 quarries. Probably not worth it. God of all creation is different now, but that's always a possibility. +1 food production and gold and science in your capital for every 2 pantheons ever founded. That wouldn't be amazing, but it might be a nice boost early on. Especially since we will rely on our capital quite a lot here. That might not be a bad idea. Probably better than Goddess of Fertility, honestly. Alright, let's try God of all creation. How much will we get from that? Right now we got 17 production. And now we got 21, so +4. Yeah, that will be a decent boost early on. Now, let's finish that settler. And go start our second city. Pasture is almost finished. There's the settler. I might use the gold to buy a second worker right away, but we'll see. We'll grab a quick granary, because that's only 3 turns, and it will help our growth. 4 turns to finish fishing. Let's go get the copper. Come on. And we got +1 population. We should probably work the court chapel again. Let's change these assignments a little bit. Some gold wouldn't hurt. Something like this. It's either the cow or the tobacco. I think I prefer tobacco for a little bit of extra gold. So that will do. And this will be the city, I think. Although, if we want the fish, it should be this style instead. Are we going to miss out on anything? Not really. Only on a few grasslands. Yeah, I think it's better to settle where the warrior is. That way we'll actually get the fish. Sounds good, let's settle over there. And we got the next policy, that's going to be justice. Now we can switch our specialist to the Royal Guardhouse. For more production, that's 24 production, pretty good. Now we need to wait. Let's get that worker. Only 3 turns, fishing will be done by then. The most industrious people today, we are number 1, very nice. There's our second city. We'll work the growth tile. Actually, how about we buy that atoll? That's such a nice tile. Here. Well, monument granary. And then we'll see. Finish that queue first. Our island is not bad, it's just kind of small. There's fishing. So next up, trade and sailing. I suppose we don't need sailing. Actually, let's get the wheel to build council. Because we are kind of going to need that. And let's go see if we can find more islands to settle. Hopefully we can. We don't need a workboat. Let's grab a few more units before we recruit a settler. Because we will need defenses. That's kind of obvious. Maybe not just yet, but eventually we will need a military. Is this a 1-tile island? A 2-tile island. That's not much better, but alright. Here, we got an actual proper island, nice. Okay, with a few barbarians, but that shouldn't be a huge problem. They might be a little bit annoying, but we'll deal with them. And there's no AI on this island, because the ruin is still there. Okay, we got somewhere to expand to. And we got some more land over here, and an atoll. That might be a decent location for a city, atolls are so nice. Let's try to kill that archer. I'm not sure if we can. With 1 warrior. Let's find out. No, actually, I don't think we'll have enough damage. Let's grab the ruin. 30 production to our city, nice. Let's see, so settler. That seems like an obvious choice. And we got an event. +1 faith in all shrines, +2 culture in our palace. I think I prefer culture. Nice, another proper island, good. And we got bronze working. Perfect, there's the iron. Do we change our tile assignments? Nope, these look mostly fine. This is a pretty good start so far. We just need to find an AI. Preferably more than one. That's the only thing we're missing now. Some kind of neighbor. We lost the warrior, but that's okay. It's not exactly a super valuable unit. I didn't exactly intend to send that worker east. We should improve the iron. Oh, hi, we found Korea. Or rather, Korea found us. Let's sell them our copper. How much will they give us? They will give us 5 gold per turn. That will do. Good enough. Oh, they are occupying this island, are they? Looks like they might be. So if we want to settle it, we might want to hurry up. In fact, let's send our first settler east. You want our horses? We can sell him some horses. Remember, we are playing with strategic balance, which means everyone will have horses near his capital, not just us. Yeah, sure, we can sell him some. He entered classical era. How many techs does he have right now? 7, and we got 8. Oh, we are actually 1 tech ahead of him. Okay. That sounds good. And what did we get? 162 gold. Nice. What's our next research going to be? I'm thinking trade. Or calendar, to improve our tobacco. That's literally only 1 tile that we need calendar for. I think trade first will be better. And then either sailing or calendar and writing. But we need the trade for both sailing and writing. And I'd like to get the first caravan already. So is Korea on this island or not? Let's find out. It's pretty important for land trade routes. Our settler will go east. We'll give him an escort. And let's maybe grab another unit or two. A chariot archer will do. I don't think Korea is on this island. They are just exploring it. If they started on this island, they would have looted the ruin earlier, probably. Just a wild guess. Alright, let's go. I like the extra movement. So where exactly do we want to settle this? I want that atoll, because that's just so good. I'm thinking right here. That way we'll get the iron, we'll get the copper, we'll get sheep. And we'll get atoll. The only downside is that we won't get the deer, but you can't have everything. Another possibility is this tile. That way we'll get the fish to the northwest, we'll get all these resources to the east, and we'll get the sheep. It might be better to get 2 cities. So one of them could be here, for example. Although... See, problem is we need copper, because the idea is to get copper monopoly. So we should probably get a city right here on this tile, even though we'll miss out on the river. But we will get the fish. Meaning our other city doesn't need to be in range of that fish. So how about this tile and this tile? We also don't quite know what's further to the south. Might be a good idea to find out before we decide where exactly to settle. +1 population. Oh great, the atoll is blocked. That's slightly irritating. We can send our chariot archer there. Or maybe Kaisel will kill them. So, next settler. First, let's get the council. To get some more science. And let's have a look. Okay, does this change our mind or not? Possibly. No, I don't think so. We can't have everything. It's just not going to happen. I want the iron. That's a no-brainer, especially since that's 6 iron. And iron is easily one of the most important strategic resources in Vox Populi, without a doubt. So this tile seems like the best option. I assume this is a bigger island to the south. We won't get the deer, but we'll get the atoll. Okay, let's settle right here. The only downside is that we won't get any decent tile to work right away. But we got 420 gold. We could just buy that atoll. Which is not a terrible idea. Alright, good enough. Let's buy the atoll. Sure, let's do it. It's not cheap, but it's such a good tile to have right away. And we'll start from what? Probably a monument. Actually, well... And then we'll see. Get that well done first. Can we go further east? Yeah, we actually can. And we found a city-state, nice. And also a barbarian camp. Might want to get out of here. This is a pretty nice start so far, I have to say. Let's move out of the way. Oh, we found another ruin. Nice. Maybe we'll get something good out of it. Kill that barbarian. And let's take a look. Okay, this doesn't look too good. But that's fine. I would still like a city on this island. It's not amazing, but it has a luxury. And it also has a little bit of extra iron. Let's send one worker to another city. And get rid of that galley. On the next turn, perhaps. It might run away now, or sail away, whatever. What did we get? 18 culture, alright. Oh, natural wonder, really? The city-state has it. Maybe we should conquer the city-state after all. I'm strongly considering it now, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind having that natural wonder. It's not the best natural wonder out there, but it's a natural wonder, it's always nice to have. It's very tempting. Also, a worker. But obviously a scout will not kill a spearman. That's not a thing that's going to happen. Do we want to somehow get this copper over here? Probably not. Well, technically, here's an idea. What if we start a city on the river? And then we can start a city, let's say, on this tile. It won't be such a bad city either. It will have 2 fish, 2 copper. Obviously, it won't be amazing, but the goal here is to secure copper monopoly. Not to mention, it's another copper that we can sell to the AIs. I'll have to think about it, but it's a possibility. We can build Statue of Zeus in 6 turns. We can probably get it too. It will reduce crime in all cities, and crime tends to be a problem in the long run. So I think it's worth it, it's only 6 turns. Are we actually the production leader right now? Yeah, we are! So let's build Statue of Zeus and then we'll go for a settler. That seems reasonable. Another island to the east. And there's the barbarian camp that spawned the archer. Okay then. So, I'm going to make a cut here and continue in the next episode. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed this first episode. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.